play.
Okay, so now we go and talk with the chief. I don't know, I'm not sure if she's the chief, but I think she might be. She looks pretty, that's for sure. For a Wyvernian. Quest accepted, so what did we just accept? Probably just need to go and talk with the shopkeeper. Okay, this little hint probably tells us how to buy stuff in larger quantities. So let's buy like 3. Oh, whoops, that didn't work out how I wanted it. Well, whatever. We bought some items. And now we go here. Or maybe it just tells us how to sprint. Not really sure. For obvious reasons. Hey, kitchen lady. Sadly, this kitchen is not functional. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, holy shit, you've got like an awesome sushi bar with the, you know, food bowls and everything. This is awesome. But unfortunately, at least at this point in the game, in the beta phase, this is not functional, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be one day. It would be awesome though, if you could sit around here with people maybe and eat. But as you can see in this hub here, you've got plenty of NPCs. Cats walking around, people walking around, NPCs selling you all sorts of stuff. This is a serving cat, I'm guessing. Shake that booty. Okay, so they are leading us to this dude here, and he is selling recipes. So if you want to unlock those new recipes to to combine items into new items, this is the place to go. I don't have enough zenny for now to waste money on any of these, so I'm gonna just ignore that for the time being. And back to the village chief. Bam! So as you can see, it's mostly just go and talk to sort of quests for the most part. And now we probably have to switch zones. Yep. Back to the starting area. By the way, I planned this as a single video introduction to Master Hunter Online, but there's far too much, new player content to make a one video out of it. It would be like 2 hours long or something, so I'm gonna split it into more digestible pieces. Complete, accepted. So what now? Quest area again? Yep. Back to the fight. Oh, by the way, before we go, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, you've got a bunch of shortcuts to different game windows, so let's just explore these that are currently highlighted. It shows you pretty much your progress through the game and your goals. So as you can see, I have cleared a bunch of goals now. Next is mainly the monster stuff, the equipment stuff. But we are making progress, slowly but surely. The next window that is highlighted is your journal. This pretty much serves as your guild card would otherwise in any other Master Hunter game, where it shows you your achievements, milestones, etc, etc. So it's pretty empty currently. When I'm gonna show you my main character, it's way more filled. But for now, let's just proceed with the quest. And as you can see, I still can't just choose random monster and go after it. Because this is the... we are still in the tutorial phase. That's why, for the most part, we are joined by these two guys there. By our default teammates. Let me just quickly rearrange my hotbar a little bit. So let's put the healing items here. Then the food is already here. What am I doing? Oh, and by the way, we've got one of the recipe books from the quest. So it would be a good idea to use them. These bombs, I'm not really sure what they are. Sorry guys, I didn't spend the time to translate it, but I will. Just so you know what that is, and just so I know what that is. I'm level 20 in the game and I still have no idea. But let's try. And here's a Bulldrome. And I hit it with whatever that is. And it looks kinda like a dung bomb. It might be actually. Oh, there's a trap on the ground. There we go, so let's wail on him for free for as long as we can. Let's pull off some combos on this guy. I think this is the quest that will scare you with a ton of bullfangos. Well, bulldromes, excuse me. This goes rather well. Yeah, missed me. Oops, not this time. This is nice. This is a nice feature of this game, by the way. There's a lot of destructible environmental, you know, like props, trees, etc. I really like that. And sometimes it's big trees, not just like little tiny, you know, brushes and stuff like that. Just can't wait to get this guy some armor, because running around with the underwear, as cool as it looks, is not a preferred situation during combat. You know what? I will get some more stamina. There we go. And back to the fight. Oh, wow! That was mistimed horribly. By the way, when it comes to the old monsters, old classic monsters from the Monster Hunter games, they do have a lot of new moves, new behaviors, which maybe is not as visible on the Bulldrome, but once we reach some of the most famous monsters, you should be able to see the difference if you have played any of the previous Monster Hunter games up to date. He's tough. In the butt. Oh! Nice. Tripped. When it comes to actual hunting quests, where your goal is to hunt something, just like in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, you often have sub-quests, as in, for example, trip a monster, or break a specific body part, which adds something to the game, and it's nice to see something like that implemented in this iteration of Monster Hunter, especially after Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So this game doesn't feel like a downgrade back to like second or third generation of Monster Hunter games. Ow. When it comes to the combination of the MMO elements and the Monster Hunter elements, I would say if you have played any MMO games, you should just find yourself right at home here, except for... Oh, see, there we go. Now the Bulldromes will start spawning like crazy. Thankfully they don't deal any damage anymore, because the mission is over. There... Oh, wow! There's a whole army coming after us now. Can I carve anything else? Nope, that's it, basically. Wow, it's pretty cool that we don't actually have to fight all of them now. Oh man, see the trees falling down? True mayhem. And there's even more coming, check this out, holy shit. Bull party. Wow. Good thing we're getting out of here now. See ya, bullfangos. Drones! What am I saying? Bulldromes, Bulldromes. So yeah, that was a interesting scripted scene. So, as I was saying, if you have any experience with MMO games, you should pick up and play this game quite easily, aside from the fact that this game actually requires proper skill, aim, timings, dodging and everything. It's not just top targeting and clicking the one mouse button to you know, in order to make your character do everything for you. Because when it comes to that, it's way more of a Monster Hunter game than a typical MMO. So, on the other hand, if you're an experienced Monster Hunter player, all the MMO elements are easy to grasp and understand, and you will feel right at home when it comes to combat, etc. And the type of quests that you're undertaking. So it's basically a Monster Hunter game with MMO-like structure. Come on, come on, I want my armor now. So we have to go to the quest zone again, but before I go there, I'm gonna go to the smithy just to check out if I can make any paper-thin armor now. Although, it's not the best idea probably, since you don't really need it just yet. And you will be given an armor anyway. Playing on my first character, I created weapons and armor sets way ahead of time. Yeah, you can already buy armor, but I just don't have enough money. So that wouldn't be the best idea ever. You can also craft weapons, armors. Just like in any Monster Hunter game, you just need the parts. And I don't have those. I don't have the needed body parts. I don't have the required amount of money, so screw that. We're just gonna go with whatever you have. And as I was saying, you really don't need to, you know, occupy your head with creating stuff just yet at this point in the game. The quests are far too easy to be worried about your gear. And you will be given free, like, starter stuff sooner or later anyway. So let's just continue. No starting dialogue this time. When it comes to you know, items that you usually try to take with you on a quest in a normal Monster Hunter game, for the most part, you don't really have to do it in this game at the very beginning, at least. I'm getting more and more potions, which is not a bad thing, that's for sure. I will have to stash some of them. Okay, this time I will eat before the fight. Whatever the fight might be. I don't remember what's next on the chopping block. Maybe the beaver? I don't know. I guess we shall see soon enough. Hello, piggies. fancy seeing you here. Let's capture some bugs in the meantime. So you've got all your typical gathering spots, like, you know, mining spots, places where, like this, where you can get your webs, spider webs. See, there we go. Picked up 3 at the same time. So let's get some to get this character going. One of the reasons why I didn't start making these videos like maybe 2 weeks ago or something is because A, sadly, I didn't have the time. Something came up and I couldn't really play this game as much as I wanted. And B, before I started making these, I wanted to at least roughly know what I'm doing. And it's not like this game is hard to understand. As I've said, if you played Monster Hunter, if you played MMO games, you should feel right at home. The problem is the language. The language barrier is just huge. I would honestly say that I would prefer this game in Japanese, because at least it would be, for me, somewhat easier to translate. Thankfully, I have figured out ways to translate the Chinese text, since you cannot just, you know, copy and paste it in Google Translate. It's kinda tough. But there is something that you can do, and I will talk about it in later videos. Basically, all you need... There we go, that's the beaver. But I'm gonna mine first, because I will need all the metals that I can get. The guys will stop him anyway from leaving the area. But it's a tiny one, holy moly! He's like a pet! Compared to the regular one, this one is like a doggy. I would like one of these as a mount or something. That would be freaking awesome. Beaver mount. But for such a small guy, he's got a pretty powerful roar. As I was saying, when it comes to trying to translate this game, which is a tip that should be very, very, very useful to any of you who would like to try this game when it comes out or during the open beta phase. Get yourself Google Translate on your phone, and now Google Translate on the phones have a very cool option. I don't know about iOS phones, maybe there's an equivalent of something like that, but at least on Android you can actually take a picture of something instead of inputting the text like you normally would with Google Translate. You can take a picture and Google Translate will translate it for you to the best of its ability, which is super handy. Once I started using that in this game, all of a sudden some quests that really got me scratching my head, what am I supposed to do next, became at least a little more clear, even if the instructions were, you know how Google Translate works, right? So the instructions were rather mind-bogglingly stupid, but it was giving you at least a rough idea of, what you're supposed to do. Just by looking at finding the proper keywords from the quest descriptions. So that helps a lot. But sadly, since my camera and my phone is very derpy, the Google image translating engine was having a hard time translating some bits and pieces of the text. But I figured out a way to go around this. You just need to install a free Android emulator on your PC called BlueStacks. Install Google Translate on it, just like you would on your phone. And you can basically take screenshots from the game and use those screenshots instead of photos to translate them. And it gets even better than using the phone then. I mean, probably if you have a phone with a very good camera, that wouldn't be an issue. But my phone is a piece of crap, to be honest, and the camera is super low resolution and very grainy. The photos are very grainy, so obviously that was one of the biggest issues. But now I've got that sorted out, and I started proceeding in the game much faster now. My main character, that is. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna make a full series of videos with this guy here, which is currently pretty much considered my alt, or will I switch back to my main and you know, go from there. Probably I will stick to the tutorial missions for now with these videos, just to show you, you know, the, as I've said, the new player experience. And after we are roughly done with that, I'm gonna go back to my regular character just to continue my proper adventure with this game. Okay, let's hand this one over. Yes! See? Free equipment. Good thing I didn't go and didn't try to get it myself. I just need to complete the next quest, and I'm guessing I just have to go to the exit. Yep, that's right. Let's get rid of the excess stuff we have with us now. And let's go earn ourselves a set of starter armor.